Let's go to line 6. We've got Derek from Minneapolis or Minnesota. It just says Minnie on my screen. Maybe that's Minnie Mouse. And Derek, you got a question for the king?
Yeah.
And what would that be, sir?
Yeah, Jerry?
Yes.
Do you really think you can beat Duke Droese?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear what he said. I think he's obviously trying to listen to himself on the radio at the same time that he's trying to talk. Turn the radio down. You're getting a little feedback.
Jerry, I think the question was from Derek, do you really think that you could beat Duke the Dumpster Droese?
Oh my goodness. That's a laugh. That question doesn't even really deserve an answer. Anybody other than somebody that has an IQ so low that they would trip over it would know immediately that I could beat Duke the Dumpster Droese. I mean, this guy, matter of fact, somebody asked me today, said, why did you hit that guy with a garbage can? I said, because I couldn't find a baseball bat. And it's just like, he deserves it. I realize he's got a few fans, but these are people that, what kind of a fan would it take to be a fan of a garbage man? I mean, that would be your worst, Stan and Johnny, I want to ask you, what would be your worst nightmare? It's got to be that your doorbell rings, you open the door,
and there's B. Arthur nude.
No, well, even worse than that, your garbage man is standing there wanting to come into your house.
Huh?
I mean, could you think of anything worse than that?
Well, why would he knock on the door? Why would he knock on the door and want to come in?
Well, that's what happened at Monday Night Raw. The Duke the Dumpster wanted to come into my King's Court. He wanted to actually step into the ring with me in King's Court. I couldn't allow that. I mean, he stinks to high heaven. He walks around with his nose up in the air. That's to avoid smelling himself.
Yeah,
I didn't want the guy in my house, and then he had the nerve to insult me. So that's why I had to hit him with a garbage can. And if he thinks that little trash bash was all I got in store for him, he better not mess with the king anymore, or he'll get a lot more than that.
Hmm.
You know what? I don't even know how he got. I don't even know how he got to be a garbage man to begin with. He doesn't even know what taking out the trash means. He thinks taking out the trash means taking his in-laws out to a movie.
Very good stuff.
Excellent. Let's take a question for Lawler.
Let's go to Jim Edison, New Jersey. Jim, what's your question for the king?
How you doing, guys? King, would you fight Piper again?
I would love to fight Piper again. I would love to fight just Roddy Piper, and not like, I didn't realize that this guy was going to bring his daughter to ringside with him. And I'd never seen a little girl that ugly before, and I was in awe. I mean, I couldn't even concentrate on the match. I kept looking down there, and you realize Roddy's got 6 kids, and he brought obviously his ugliest daughter there to ring with him. I'm sure it was his daughter. She was wearing a dress.
I could think of something worse than Duke the Dumpster coming to my door.
What's that?
Johnny Polio and Queen coming to my door.
Well, that's darn funny, there, Jim. Jim, a veritable comedian here on Radio WWF. Just cutting comedy, jokes galore. That was very funny.